Smell what the Rock is cooking. The Rock says, the Rock says, the Rock says, the Rock. Voices in my head, they counsel me, they understand, they talk to me. You got your rules and your religion, all designed to keep you safe. But when rules start getting broken, you start questioning your faith. I have a voice that is my savior, hates to love and loves to hate. I have a voice that has the knowledge and the power to your fate. I hear voices crying, I see heroes dying, I taste blood that's trying, I feel tension rising, I hear voices in my head.
Hello and welcome to a slightly late edition of the NXT Wrestling Talk Show with Bruce Rock Jones and
Sean Randy Smith, as I forgot that there was a pay-per-view on this week, and that was NXT No Mercy, which came at you from Bakersfield, California, at the Mechanics Bank Arena.
the pay-per-view itself took place last night. Of course, WWE, for some reason, have moved all their shows to a Saturday night, with the exception of the two-night WrestleMania. So here, we will go through the matches and give a brief background on some of them.
Yes.
In a pre-show match, yes, we haven't said that in a while.
No, we haven't.
There, Davenport defeated
Kalani Jordan.
only to be attacked by Gigi Jordan from the group formerly known as Toxic Attraction.
And also backstage, Joe Gacy has now ended his alliance with Ava, meaning the tag team on faction known as Schism is officially done.
The main show opened up with a very rare heel versus heel match.
As Von Breakker takes on Baron Corbin.
This whole thing started on the September 12th episode of NXT when Baron Corbin decided to praise Breakker for essentially injuring Von Wagner.
By smashing his head with the back of his head with a steel stat.
Except Baker then would say that he did not want or need Corbin's approval or respect, and challenged him to a match for No Mercy.
And hence why we have this match.
I don't know why, but I think Corbin must have thought he was the American Badass version of The Undertaker.
Yes, because he came out on a motorcycle. As he got off the motorcycle, he was hit by a flying Von Breakker to the outside of the ring.
Which ultimately started the match as a brawl. Unfortunately for Breakker, however, the match would not go in his direction.
It wouldn't. all
since
thanks to some interference.
which would allow Baron Corbin to pick up the victory.
Next, we have a match for the NXT North American Championship. Now, this has been a murky situation and very fluid at the time.
Yes, there's a bit of a complicated backstory to this.
Yes, which involves
Excuse me. About two months ago, Dominic Mysterio decided to show up in NXT with the rest of the Judgment Day and win the North American Championship.
Mm-hmm.
He has since then pretty much gone on to have an issue with Dragon Lee. So on the September 12th, was it September 12th? On an episode of NXT, there was a number one contenders match between Dragon Lee and Ferrari to see who would face Dominic at No Mercy. For some bizarre reason, Dominic was made the special guest referee.
Yes. We all know how that turned out.
And due to a fast count, Mustafa Ali would win the match. However,
we decided to do something quite stupid.
Following the merger of WWE and NXT, WWE and UFC, not NXT, what am I saying?
UFC and Endeavour.
When that merger went through and finalized, we had some mass releases.
And unfortunately, Mustafa Ali was one of the releases.
So then Shawn Michaels goes on X, formerly known as Twitter, to announce that a triple threat match would take place on NXT to decide Dominic's new opponent. However, that turned into a fatal four-way match when Trick Williams inserted himself into it. Trick Williams won the match. Dominic did not seem too worried, but then it was revealed that Dragon Lee would be the special guest referee in this match.
And during this match, Dragon Lee was taken out of the match.
Classic referee bump, so we had a normal referee come down. He too was taken out.
And the referee bump again.
And this is where dirty tactics, I should say, kind of backfired.
Yeah.
He would attempt to use the North American Championship. Trick would move, then hit a knee strike onto the championship, which then hit Dominic into the face, allowing Dragon Lee to get back into the ring, having recovered from his knockdown and count to 3 count to win for Trick Williams to win the NXT North American Championship.
Next, we move on to a fatal 4-way tag team match for the NXT tag team titles, as the family, known as D'Angelo and Channing Stacks Lorenzo, put their titles on the line against the Creed brothers, Los Nefarios, and OTM known as Bronco Nima and Lucien Price.
Now, fatal four-way tag team matches are a pain to keep a track of.
They are.
So I am going to keep this relatively short.
Yeah.
The winners of the match and still NXT Tag Team Champions, The Family.
So next we move on to a British Rules Round match for the NXT Heritage Cup, as Noam Dar put his cup on the line against Butch,
A.K.A. Pete Dunne.
Formerly known as Pete Dunne.
Butch got this opportunity by winning the NXT Global Heritage Cup Invitational.
Yeah.
And whilst Butch probably could have won this, I'm not necessarily surprised that he didn't. Even if outside interference may have played a factor, since Noam Dar retained the heritage. Retained the Heritage Cup by 2 points to 1.
Our next match
is the double main event, starting with the NXT Championship.
As Carmelo Hayes put his title on the line against Ilya Dragunov.
Now, these two have already met once for the NXT Championship back at Great American Bash. And that was a bit of a brutal affair.
It was. Considering Ilya Dragunov's in the match, it was very brutal.
But there was one slight difference in that match at Great American Bash. Carmelo Hayes had the now North American champion Rick Williams in his corner.
Yes.
This match, he was there alone. And let's just say the referee had to put on gloves at some point.
Yes, because there was a blood was coming out of the head of
Dragunov.
Dragunov.
Not severely, but he had a small cut. But after a hard-hitting 21-minute contest, Dragunov was able to hit a second. What is it, like a flying forearm? No, flying wrist smash or top rope type, kind of elbow type move.
Yeah.
To get to 3 count. And now, Ilya Dragunov is the new NXT champion. And if my knowledge is correct, becomes only the second person to have won the NXT championship and the now discontinued NXT UK championship.
And now we move on to our second main event, as we had an Extreme Rules match, the NXT Women's Championship.
Yeah, so
as the man Lynch.
Yeah, so for this we have to rewind to Payback. Following Becky Lynch's steel cage match with Trish Stratus.
Uh-huh.
The then NXT Women's Champion, Tiffany Stratton, decided to get in the face of Becky Lynch and insert herself into Becky Lynch's business. Big mistake.
Yeah, big mistake.
Because then a few weeks later, it was announced, Becky revealed that she would come to NXT on September 12th and challenge for the NXT Women's Championship.
Yeah.
In a match which, if Becky won, would make her a Grand Slam champion.
Absolutely.
Becky managed to avoid the prettiest moonsault, hit the rock bottom, thank you very much,
Mm-hmm.
and get the free count to become the NXT Women's Champion.
Yes.
She's had a couple of title defenses on Raw, but Tiffany Stratton was not exactly thrilled with this result, so wanted a rematch. That rematch was made into an Extreme Rules match. Call me crazy, but don't WWE have a pay-per-view event called Extreme Rules? Shouldn't they have done that there?
They could have done, yeah. So, as we said, Becky Lynch put a fight on against Tiffany Stratton. I mean, a Barbie doll.
So Tiffany Stratton comes out in ring gear.
She does.
As Becky Lynch makes her, what shall I say, Bex T.
Oh, you did that.
Comes out, we see Tiffany Stratton in the ring with brass knucks. Becky Lynch goes back and grabs a trolley filled with weapons, and the brawl is underway.
Yeah. But it was all over it was all over in the crowd. It was all over the ringside area. The announce table was broken.
Yeah,
the table was slightly bent.
We had tables, chairs, candlesticks, even a fire extinguisher at some point.
2x4 wrapped in barbed wire.
Yeah, cactus Bex. But again, after Tiffany Stratton fell victim to the same thing. Except this time it was a manhandle slam, aka rock bottom, aka Uranagi, whatever you want to call it, aka bookend, onto a bunch of steel chairs that kept Tiffany Stratton down for the free count. And now, as of the time of this recording, Becky Lynch has another Women's Championship match coming up on tomorrow night's episode of Raw.
Yes, against the girl with the most shiniest wizard from Wales, Tegan Knox.
We'll have to see how that goes, but I have a feeling that Becky Lynch may hold the championship for a little while longer.
Yes.
So we'll go quickly. We'll go through the results again here. Starting with the pre-show.
Yep.
Where Blair Davenport had the victory over
Killarney Jordan.
The main show opened up with Baron Corbin defeating Braun Baker.
Trick Williams defeated Dirty Dom to become the new NXT North American champion.
Family defeated the Creed Brothers, Los Lotharios, and OTM in a fatal four match to retain the NXT Tag Team Championships.
In a British round rules match for the NXT Heritage Cup, Noam Dar retains his title by defeating Butch with a score of 2-1.
And the Dragunov defeated Carmelo Hayes to become the new NXT champion.
And the man, Becky Lynch, retained her NXT Women's Championship by defeating Tiffany Stratton in an Extreme Rules match, and will go on to defend her championship this Monday on Monday Night Raw against Tegan Knox.
Join us next week where we will bring you WWE's Fastlane, featuring the England return of 16-time world champion John Cena.
So until then, he's been
This is Jones, and he's been
John Randy Smith, and we will see you next week as we'll be on the road to Fastlane.